Hello everybody and welcome back to Random Vids. So for today, we're going to be taking a look at the pool series that I just recently did. So if you don't know and if you aren't subbed to my other channel, I did a pool series about a year ago now where I allowed everybody to vote for what episode of the show Super Kitties they thought was their favorite. Well, then I did the same thing with Obstruction Season 1, and now I did a third one, this being Super Kitties Season 2. So, yeah, just like the other videos, we're going to go through, and we're going to see, what episodes got eliminated when, my personal opinion on the episode, um, and yeah, it should be fun. I'm not gonna just sit there and talk about the complete plot of the episode, that because that takes up too much time. So, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get started with the episodes that got eliminated in round one. So the first episode eliminated in round one is the episode called Dancin' Piggy. So this is the first episode that we get to see Wiggles the pig in. So if you don't know, Wiggles is a robot pig that Sparks makes. And this is the very first episode that we see Wiggles in. In my personal opinion, I do not like Wiggles. I think he takes up way too much screen time, for one. For two, he's just kind of a meh character. For three, they try to make him this cute character, but honestly, the kitties are the cute characters. Like, why do I feel like we're getting gypped of a show called Super Kitties? And four, I just don't like Wiggles. He's a very boring character. Yeah, Wiggles is not for me. I will say, though, his introduction episode is the best, but looks like I don't think it was Wiggles. I think it was just the fact that it was up against some really good episodes. So yeah, this episode got eliminated in round one. Next episode eliminated in round one is the episode Jumbo Rat, aka the very first episode of season 2. Honestly, in concept, it is a really neat idea for Lab Rat growing in size to be bigger than the Super Kitties. In the end, it averages out as an okay episode. Once again, though, the other two episodes that were up against this one were just better in comparison. So I think that's probably the reason why this one got eliminated. It did better than Dancing Piggy, but that's about it. Next episode eliminated round one is the episode Copy Hats. Really, this one got eliminated round one as well. This one is a really great one. A lot of the episodes that focuses on Cat Burglar or Granny Katarina are usually a great time, and this one is a really interesting episode, I think. But once again, I think the same problem applies. It was just up against some episodes that you all enjoyed even more. So unfortunately, this one didn't get past round one. Next episode eliminated round one is the episode called Big Digs. Oh, come on. This one got eliminated too. This one's a really good one. Well, probably because it focuses on Sparks, who is, in my opinion, still my favorite character from Super Kitties. But understandable, is probably up against some even better episodes. But, and this is obviously everyone else's opinion, not mine. So, unfortunately, this episode wasn't great enough to advance it into round two. But, I think it's a great episode, but understandably, it didn't make it to round two. The next episode eliminated round one is the episode Bone Bandit. So, I don't remember much of this story, but all I know is that it's definitely a more below average Super Kitties episode. So, and this is not one of those episodes that's well known or talked about a lot. So, once again, it just probably fell flat against the wall, and a whole bunch of really good episodes knocked it out of the park, which could easily be the case why Bone Bandit got eliminated here in round one. Or it's just more of a boring, forgettable episode. Who knows? Either way, it got eliminated in round one. The next episode eliminated in round one is the episode Cat's Pajamas. Man, really? This one didn't even make it to round two? That was honestly really shocking. I think this was the episode that ended up in a tiebreaker as well. We didn't have too many tiebreakers in this pool series, unlike season one of Super Kitties or Pupstruction. But I think a lot of people knew what their favorite episodes were, and those episodes usually got the most votes. However, this time I believe it was this one and the one with the one where Cat Burglar helps out Lab Rat. Those were in a tiebreaker together, and unfortunately that one did end up passing this one So I can't believe that this one ended up getting eliminated in round one, because I was for sure this would be one that would make it further. I mean, just look at the picture of Cat Burglar and Sassy as kittens. It's adorable, but it's all right. There's always another episode with Sassy in it. But man, yeah, this one shocked me that it got eliminated in round one. It is a really great episode and well known, but hey, it's your opinion, not mine. The next episode eliminated round one is the episode Dastardly Dumpster. Interesting. I don't necessarily remember this one quite as much as some of the other episodes. All I know is that it's a Super Kitties episode. But yeah, nothing else really got to say about this episode. All I know is that it got eliminated in round one, and I guess I could see why. I don't know. The next episode eliminated is Seed Stealer. I mean, it's another episode focused on Sparks, but I think there is better episodes, and I guess the community also thought so. Or it was just up against some really good episodes of Super Kitties, and that could easily be the case as well. Whatever the case is, it got eliminated in round one, which I guess is fine. I don't know. I don't remember this episode much, but yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't advance to round two, and here it is. Next episode eliminated is Boat Ride Ruckus. Ah, man, it's such a shame this one got eliminated in round one. This is one of my absolute favorite episodes of Super Kitties Season 2. This one's just such a cute one. I love, it's another Sparks episode. Ain't that funny that both Spark episodes just got eliminated here, now that we're talking about, as well as, New Digs that we just talked about. And I think the other Sparks episode got eliminated as well. No one must have liked the Sparks episodes this season. Why? I love the Sparks episodes. Okay, well, anyway, this one, I love this one so much, just because Sparks is afraid of the water, and he gets on a boat and learns to overcome his fear. It's such a cute episode. I love how Mr. Puppy Paws is, good in this episode, too. He isn't just being the villain. And I love the song, My Friend's on Board. That one's one of the best songs from season 2 for sure. Yeah, once again, a little surprised this one got eliminated in round one, but I guess it was up against some really good episodes. I don't remember what they were, but I guess apparently they were up against some either better episodes in everyone's opinion or just more iconic ones. Next episode eliminated is Cato Flog Kitty. I remember the very first time that I watched this episode about 2 years ago. Something that I notice is that usually the Zsa Zsa episodes get eliminated pretty earlier on. But I honestly think that's just because Zsa Zsa as a villain is just a little more boring than the other characters. It's normally just her wanting something, so she'll make her budgies take it. I don't know. But honestly, this isn't a bad episode, but I don't think Zsa Zsa is really most people's favorite character from Super Kitties, so potentially this could be why this episode got eliminated in round one, or it's just more boring than some of the others. Whatever reason, it got eliminated in round one. That's all I know. Next up, we have Get the Zoomies. This one's a very mixed bag for me, because I do like it, but it does get a little dry at times as well. So, I don't really know the community's reason on why this one got eliminated. I think it was just, once again, because of the fact that it was up against episodes that they prefer. So, some of these episodes that get eliminated earlier on the list aren't necessarily bad episodes, I don't think, to the community. I think it's just that they're up against some better episodes that the community would rather advance into round two. And unfortunately, Get the Zoomies isn't good enough to advance into round two, but yeah, worth a try. Next episode eliminated is Flying Piggy. Thank God, because this is one of the most dumbest episodes of season 2. It's just Wiggles it's just Wiggles learning how to fly. Minus the song that's thrown in at the beginning of the episode, this one I could do without, and I don't know if it was that for the community's sake. I think it was just the fact that it was up against, once again, just episodes that they'd prefer over this one, which I don't blame them, because this episode goes nowhere. It's just Wiggles trying to learn how to fly, which I've seen this story done before millions of other times. And like I said, unfortunately, Wiggles isn't one of my favorite characters, so I could care less if he's trying to fly or not. So that's okay. This episode got eliminated in round one, and fine by me. Next episode eliminated is Runaway Sleigh. This one kind of had me a little curious of why this one got eliminated in round one, but once again, just like all the other episodes, I think it's because it was just up against better episodes that, people preferred over this one. This one's a very average episode, I'd say, because there is parts of it I think that are great, but other parts of it are just, more okay. Like, Comet, I'm not a big fan of Comet. I think he just kind of exists to be another cutesy character. But we have enough cutesy characters as is, okay? We don't need another character. Unless if it's going to, actually be cute. I don't know. That's just my opinion on Comet. But, okay. This is a very average episode. And it didn't end up getting into round 2, unfortunately. So, yep, there's that. Next up we have New King in Town. Another very interesting episode, to say the least. Well, sort of. But how dare King Fishy Fins come in and kick out, Quaxley as side character? Just kidding. That's not how it works. But I guess once again, this is one of those cases where it was just up against better episodes. So yeah, it got eliminated in round 1 with all these other episodes that we just talked about. Next eliminated is Bossy Birdie. So, yep, another Zsa Zsa episode, so maybe that's why. Although I will say this is a much more interesting Zsa Zsa episode than most of the other Zsa Zsa episodes, honestly. And especially since her aunt is visiting as well. So it makes it interesting and different, opposed to just the typical Zsa Zsa episodes. Plus, it's nice seeing, what's her name? The 3, crow birds, again. And it's nice, seeing Bitsy interact with them again after the Cheese NATO or whatever it was called from season 1. But even with that, I guess it was up against some really good episodes, because man, this one is such a great episode to eliminate in round 1. But obviously, this is everyone else's opinion, and it got eliminated in round 1. Next episode eliminated is Brightest Night. This one's a very unique episode. What if the Super Kitties save the day at night? I guess it's cool, but not cool enough to get it into round 2. But, hey, they tried. The next episode eliminated is Pretend Piano Player. What a shame. This is another one of my favorite episodes from season 2. It's just it's a cute episode. Mr. Puppy Paws is trying to play the piano to Quaxley because it's his birthday, so he wants to try to play the happy birthday song. But he ends up capturing a pianist dog instead. Okay, it's honestly a really interesting episode, and it's a funny one too. I love seeing Mr. Puppy Paws just be, act like a dog. So it's a nice episode, but I guess there was just better episodes that ended up eliminating this one. The next episode we have is Lost Leashes. Yep, another Spark episode got eliminated. Sorry, Sparks episode, not Spark. Sparks. Very interesting. It's the one where Sparks keeps getting distracted. And while I do think it is a very interesting episode, I can't understand why maybe this one isn't as good as some of the other Sparks episodes. It is a good episode, but I think there is better ones out there. But hey, it's a good episode, but unfortunately it didn't make it into anything else better than round 1. The next episode eliminated is Cheese Kano. Another very interesting, different type of episode. And although, like I said, it is different and interesting, there's definitely better Lab Rat and Auto episodes. And the song isn't anything too crazy either. But I was curious to see what the community would think about this episode, and I guess they weren't thinking too much about it because it got eliminated in round 1. Next up we have Excellent Adventure. It's Easter here in Kittydale, which is definitely a different take on the holiday tradition that they do, but hey, it's neat. Because, season 1 we got Valentine's. And the Super Kitties have to look over some eggs. And that's basically the episode. And then one of the villains steals the eggs. I don't remember who. And the eggs hatch. And there you go. It's an episode. It's a little boring, honestly. But, hey, I guess it was cool enough to... Well, no, unfortunately it wasn't cool enough to advance into round 2. Fine by me, honestly. The next episode eliminated is Purr and Go Rescue. I believe this is the one where Lab Rat tries to get in that go to outer space, so she takes the Super Kitties vehicle. Yeah, very interesting episode. The problem is that this episode is placed in, if I'm thinking of it correctly, this episode's the one that's placed in between so many just like
So many just wonderful, awesome episodes of Super Kid season 2, like some of the best episodes of all of season 2. And then you have this one just kind of in the middle. So no surprise that this one got eliminated at all. It may be a fine episode, but man, it's definitely not an amazing episode, that's for sure. So understandable that it didn't advance into round 2. Next episode eliminated, unfortunately, was Great Pizza Chase. I feel like this is another iconic episode of season 2, and just one that everyone seems to really like a lot, which is very understandable because this is the debut of Coco the raccoon, and man, she is such a cute character, and I really, really do hope that we do get to see more of her in season 3. I haven't seen much of season 3 yet, and I've kind of procrastinated. I gotta get back into the show again, but yeah, this is the debut of Coco, and what I really like is Cat Burglar. Not only is like good friends and helps out Marcel and his family, but now is helping out Coco. He may be a villain, but he still has a heart, and it's really interesting exploring Cat Burglar's character. Even if he is trying to steal pizzas in this one, it still is a really fun episode overall, and I think it is one of the best episodes of season 2. But unfortunately, this episode, Purr and Go Rescue, and I think 2 other episodes ended up in a pull together, and it was this episode and 2 others which were just dominating the poll, and they were 3 of some of the best episodes of Super Kitties season 2. And unfortunately, one of the 3 was going to have to not move on, and this ended up being that one. So, it's a shame, but it's okay. It's still a really great episode, but it is a shame that it didn't advance any higher, especially when some of the worst episodes did. But it's okay. Let's move on. Next episode eliminated round 1 is Wacky Wiggles. Another just Wiggles episode. Big whoop. I mean, if you really, and I mean really like Wiggles the pig, then these episodes are for you. If you don't like him, or you think he kind of is a screen hogger or is just in too many episodes, like me, then this isn't going to be one of your favorite episodes. I guess it's a tad more interesting than the other 2 Wiggles episodes, but I don't like Wiggles, okay? So it's understandable why it didn't make it higher, but I think it's just because it's really a nothing plot. It does have Granny Katarina and Cat Burglar in it, who are definitely the more fun parts of this episode, but yeah, it wasn't good enough to advance to round 1, or round 2, I guess, so here we are. And the last episode eliminated in round 1 is Kickin' Kitty, the very last episode of Super Kitty Season 2. Honestly, it is the weaker of the 2 Willa episodes, so I'm personally fine with this one getting eliminated. Honestly, it's just very boring and dry. All it is I think it's Lab Rat stealing the moon. No, I don't mean going up and shrinking the moon and taking it back and regretting it and putting it up later. No, I mean some sort of weird artificial, yeah. It's a very just okay, below average episode in my opinion. And of the 2 Willa episodes, this one is definitely the weaker of the 2, and I think a lot of other people seem to agree because this one ended up not making it into round 2. It's just mainly them chasing around Lab Rat. We've seen that before many times, so got to come up with something more creative. But yeah, that's it of round 1. Let's get into the episodes that got eliminated in round 2, starting with Telescope Trouble. I mean, it's an episode. That's all I can really say about this one. I mean, I guess it was an episode that was good enough to advance it into round 1, but it didn't end up getting any further, which honestly is fine because it is just more of a okay-ish episode. I don't remember much of it though. But hey, you guys seem to like it enough to bring it into round 2, so here it is. Next episode eliminated in round 2 is Museum Mayhem. Honestly, I think it's this picture of Bitsy which is what advanced it into round 2. Because otherwise, I don't know if this one would have done better than it did. I mean, that's just on my personal level, because I think it's a fine episode, but usually the museum episodes are more below average and boring. But who knows? Maybe it is a really good episode, and I'm just the odd one out. Whatever the case is, it got eliminated in round 2. Next episode eliminated is Cheesy Chase. And once again, fair enough why this one did get eliminated, but I'm still so shocked that this was the episode that ended up beating Cat's Pajamas, because that episode is just so good and so iconic, where this one, it's just Super Kitties chasing around Lab Rat and Cat Burglar, but I guess it's neat seeing them work together, but I guess that's what really advanced it into round two, but it wasn't going to get any further than that. The next episode eliminated is Kitty Dale Racers. I think I've seen this episode before at least 100 times in other shows. Not sure. Although I will say I like the picture I picked out. Bitsy sitting very cutely next to her vehicle with Mr. Greenie on top. Once again, maybe it's this. Maybe this is the reason why I advanced into round two. I don't know. But you guys liked it enough to bring it into round two, so here it is. The next episode eliminated in round two is Super Spooky House. So here's the one of the two Halloween spooky episodes. And this one made it to round two, which is great, but it didn't end up going any further. And while I think it is a neat episode, and honestly any episode with Peanut in it is an automatic plus, but yeah, it is just more chasing around Peanut for most of the episodes, so it does get a little okay at times. The song is alright, I guess. I forget what it's called. But hey, you guys liked it and brought it into round two, but I guess it just couldn't advance any further. The next episode eliminated in round two is Favorite Fishy Cake. Any episode with the Ginny and Bitsy bonds are always great to watch. And any episode with Lab Rat in it as the villain is also great to watch. It's also neat seeing how Ginny and Otto both share a birthday together, which is really interesting. And Bitsy was going to get some of Ginny's favorite fishy cake for her, but unfortunately it goes wrong. This is a sweet episode, and I think a lot of that and the Ginny and Bitsy bonds is what brought it into round two. But once again, I think it was just up against some really good episodes, which ended up getting it eliminated in round two. The next episode eliminated round two is Slippery Situation. Honestly, I gotta say, I think I did a good job picking out the picture for this one. It's just goofy seeing Otto pick up Lab Rat as they're about to slip on the cheese. First the sock hitting Lab Rat in the face, and now this. It's great. It is an interesting episode, but I understand why it didn't advance any further than round two. The next episode eliminated round two is Mystery Boot Bandit. So if you guys want to hear my personal opinion, I think Mystery Boot Bandit is the absolute worst episode of Super Kitties Season 2. Why? It stars our favorite little robot piggy, Wiggles. And he will make sure that he screen hogs the episode, the whole episode, by the way, that not even a villain can get screen time. I mean, Cat Burglar was in it for like 1 second, but come on. This episode is just stupid, I think. In my opinion, I think it's stupid. It's just the Super Kitties chasing down Wiggles to get new boots for Bitsy. Yeah, I don't like this one. It just meanders along. The plot goes nowhere. But hey, you guys liked it, and you brought it into round two, so I guess props to this pretty bad episode? I don't know. You guys liked it, though, so here it is. The next episode eliminated round two is Quests for Nests. It's another Zsa Zsa episode, so understandably it didn't do as good as some of the other episodes, mainly with Mr. Pawpaw's Lab Rat or mainly Cat Burglar. But I guess it was good enough to advance it into round two, surprisingly beating Bossy Birdie, which Bossy Birdie I think is a way better episode, but it just all depends what the episodes are up against. Sometimes there's a lot of good episodes up against each other, sometimes there's a lot of bad episodes up against each other. So it's just all in the random of the pool. But yeah, it got into round two, so here it is. The next episode eliminated is The Never Ending Rainbow. This episode to me is a little boring, and I don't really know if it was the luck of the pool that brung it up to round two, or if it's an episode that you guys do like. But yeah, it came up here to round two. It didn't make it any further, but I mean, hey, it made it further than round one, so that's something. The next episode eliminated round two is the episode Robo Friends. Yeah, it's another Wiggles episode, but this has got to be one of the better Wiggles episodes because it's not just focused on Wiggles trying to learn something new or doing this or doing that. No, it's actually Wiggles and the Roboctopus becoming friends, which is really neat and interesting to see. And it's interesting seeing this type of episode opposed to, just the usual bad guy does something bad. Heroes chase bad guy. And then they stop bad guy. It's a very unique episode. I like how a lot of the ending episodes of Super Kitty Season 2 were really unique. Well, most of them were, at least. But once again, we're getting to the area where this was up against some of the best episodes. So, unfortunately, one of them has to go, and this one was just the one that ended up leaving. I do like the song that's in this episode, and I think it's another one of those situations where I think this is another episode people like, but I think it was just up against. I don't want to assume for other people, but you know what I mean. I think it was up against some really good episodes, which caused its elimination. With that, let's get to the episodes that were eliminated in round 3, starting with Super Helpers, or Helper, whatever it is. So round 1 is just some fun and games, get rid of the boring episodes, and even round 2 is some of like that too, like, oh, those magically ended up in round 2, well, we can get rid of some of those. Round 3 is where it starts getting more serious, and it's usually where the point where only one episode ends up moving on. And unfortunately, that meant we had to say goodbye to Super Helpers, because man, this episode is so sweet. It stars everyone's favorite calico kitten, Pickles, and him learning to save the Super Kitties, him saving the Super Kitties, actually. It's a sweet episode, and it's definitely one of my favorites from season 2, so I can't be mad. It made it to round 3, but it wasn't enough to make it to the semifinals, unfortunately. The next episode eliminated is New Friend Fiasco. Oh, this is another really great episode. This is the episode that debuts the character Ruby, who, she's a really neat character, and although we haven't really seen much of her throughout Super Kitty Season 2, and I feel like now she basically got replaced by Willa, so, I mean, we probably will see her sometime in Season 3, maybe. We usually see at least all the characters at least one time, but who knows? I haven't followed Super Kitty Season 3 much yet, so that's something I gotta get doing. But yeah, this is a good episode, but it wasn't quite good enough to make it to the semifinals. The next episode eliminated in round 3 is Wacky Weather. This one's a really interesting episode. I believe it's a lab rat who makes it rain different foods and stuff. I always get this one mixed up with the Never Ending Rainbow for some reason. It is a neat episode, and I guess it was cool enough to bring it into round 3, but unfortunately, it's going to get somewhere on the list, and round 3 is where it ends up laying, so yeah, nothing else I gotta say. Let's move right along. The next episode eliminated round 3 is the episode Pumpkin Ball. I would say this is the better of the two Halloween episodes. It's just much more unique, and it's fun seeing Cat Burglar, Jaja, and Mr. Puppy Paws all together in an episode. We need one with all 4, or I guess 5 now. It's just a fun episode, and you gotta love the song that's at the end too. Great episode, but not great enough for the semifinals. The next episode eliminated in round, wherever we're at, 3 is Easter Buddy. I was honestly surprised that this episode made it all the way to round 3 because, honestly, both the Easter episodes are just average, and especially since Excellent Adventure got eliminated all the way in round 1, but I was surprised to see Easter Buddy make it this far into round 3. I almost thought it was going to make it to the semifinals, but it didn't, and I guess Buddy in a bunny outfit is really cute, but not cute enough to make it in the semifinals. Next episode eliminated is Hanukkah Lights, aka the second Christmas episode. Once again, just like the Easter ones where Runaway Sleigh got eliminated in round 1, and Hanukkah Lights made it all the way to round 3. I can understand why. This episode is better, I'd say, than Runaway Sleigh, mainly due to the fact that it stars, once again, our favorite calico kitten, Pickles. He's just such a cute character, but I think there is better Pickle episodes, but this one's a really great one overall. And it is a unique one, I guess. And there's a song in here which is alright. So yeah, it made it to round 3. Nice job to Hanukkah Lights. The next episode to get eliminated in round 3 is Super Silly Videos, I believe it's called. Honestly, it's just a picture of Buddy. That's probably why what got it into round 3. But it is an iconic episode, I guess, of Season 2, because it is well known as a pretty good episode. Me, for one, I think it's good, but I don't think it's better than some of the other episodes, even ones I got eliminated in round 1. But I do understand why this one did make it to round 3, so, I mean, it wasn't quite enough to make it. It wasn't goofy or silly or cute enough to make it to the semifinals, but it made it to round 3. And of course, our last episode eliminated in round 3 is Critter Tower Takedown, aka the episode that debuted Willa, who is basically a new Super Kitty for Season 3, which, honestly, I like her spunky personality, and everyone is getting used to this Willa character, including the villain, I almost said Mr. Papa, the villain, Cat Burglar, and I think not only because this is the debut of Willa and the fact that this is the better of the two Willa episodes, but it also has Coco the raccoon in it. Who doesn't love Coco? She's adorable. I remember this was a really close call. Well, I wouldn't say it was close. It was between this and Peanut Butter Problem, and Peanut Butter Problem kind of blew this one out of the park. Which personally, I like Peanut Butter Problem better, but I can understand the annoyance of this one getting eliminated because it is a very iconic and great episode of season 2. But hey, it made it all the way to round 3. That's really good, and there's only 4 episodes left. So it basically got 5th place, if you want to call it that. Well, we have our semifinals now, and 2 episodes got eliminated in the semifinals, and the one of them being, of course, Tiny Trouble. I was honestly surprised to see this one really dominate the pool series and make it all the way up to the semifinals, but it's this and 3 other iconic episodes, so unfortunately this, I guess, was the least voted for because it ended up getting the least voted for in the semifinals. But man, this one made it really far. Tiny Trouble. Is it because the picture of Marcel? If it is, totally understandable because he is such an adorable and cute character. Just watch the Christmas special from season 1 and you'll see everything you need to know, honestly, about his character and even Cat Burglar's character. Marcel's a cute character, and I love seeing the interactions between him and Cat Burglar. They're just I don't know. Words can't describe how great it is. Plus, it's funny seeing Marcel and Buddy talk together when Buddy is shrunken. It's just a great episode overall. So definitely deserving of the semifinals. And our other episode getting eliminated in the semifinals is, of course, Peanut Butter Problem. Once again, any episode with Peanut in it is an automatic plus. He's just such a cute character, and you gotta love him for his just adorable personality and energetic personality. It's Peanut's birthday, and he's waiting for his treats to arrive. And then we get a fun scene where Jenny and Mr. Pugpaws get stuck in a factory together, so they have to dig their way out. And then we get the catchy "Dig Like a Doggy" song, which honestly does really roll off the tongue great. And Peanut is surprised when the Super Kitties bring him his special treats. It's just such a cute episode. I love this one so much. And it definitely is deserving of the semifinals. I mean, now, when I was seeing this episode really advance, like, it beat Boat Ride Ruckus, which is probably my favorite episode, and the collisional Quaxley one or whatever. I was really rooting for this episode because this would probably be my 3rd pick for my favorite episode of Super Kitties. And I was surprised it actually beat Critter Tower Takedown, whatever it's called. But I was kind of hoping for it to make it to the finale, but understandably it didn't. It is the episode that did eliminate Critter Tower Takedown. So, but hey, I can't be mad. It got 3rd place. It's a great episode for sure. So let's get to our 2 episodes in the finale. And one extra one because for some reason I forgot to write it down. Collisional Quaxley. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. This one is a really great episode. If you are curious, by the way, it did get eliminated in round 2. I don't know why I didn't write it down. Sometimes, things happen. We're humans. We make mistakes. But man, this one is just such a great episode. I love seeing Lab Rat and Mr. Pugpaws together, a duo we don't normally see. And I love the Bestie Hang On song. It's definitely one of the best songs from season 2. It's just such a great episode overall. Our runner-up is Country Kitty. You see, this is how I expected Cat Pajamas to do. Like, at least round 3 or semifinals. Not round 1, which I thought was a little odd, but hey, this is your opinions, not mine. But Country Kitty, I could definitely see why this made it up all the way to the semifinals and even advanced to the finale. It was this and Peanut Butter Problem were super close together. I believe I had to do a tiebreaker. Yeah, I think I had to do a tiebreaker for this and Peanut Butter Problem because both were super close. I mean, I love Peanut Butter Problem, but I know a lot of people like Country Kitty too. And don't get me wrong, this is a great episode as well. Definitely deserving of the runner-up of Super Kitties. And I'm honestly kind of surprised that this was the episode that didn't end up winning. Instead, it was another episode. Speaking of which, let's get to that episode. And the winner of the Super Kitties Season 2 pool series is Brand New Bestie. Congratulations to Brand New Bestie for winning the pool series. I was honestly a little surprised that this was the episode that won, but it was this, Country Kitty, Peanut Butter Problem, and Tiny Trouble that kept just demolishing the poll series. Anytime these episodes would be in with other episodes, they got the most votes, and these are the episodes that basically were confirmed for the semifinals. It was just what episode was gonna make it to the end and win. And while I saw more Peanut Butter Problem and Country Kitty, but I could totally see why Brand New Bestie is up here as well. It does follow a lot of the Ginny and Bitsy friendship story, which that's always tons of fun to watch, and it is super cute. And Lab Rat's hilarious in this episode. I love how she pulls up a bunch of characters to see if they're going to be her new bestie. She even gets Mr. Puppy Paws at one point. She gets Pickles for some reason, which is kind of silly, and it's Pickles. Who doesn't love Pickles? But man, this episode, it is a really great one. I can see why you guys chose it as the winner. So yeah, congratulations to Brand New Bestie for winning the poll series.
And with that, that's just going to about do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe to my other channel, Random Vid Shorts, which is where I did the poll series on, if you haven't heard of that channel before. And yeah, I plan to definitely do more poll series in the future. I'm even thinking up what the next one will be, which I think will be a very interesting one. But I don't want to try to rush into anything. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.